नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात्य देशतारिणे। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सकगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्रीराधा कृष्ण पादान् सकगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपदे गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसूते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ईश्वरग परमग कृष्णग सच्चिदानंद विग्रहग अनादिरादिर् गोविंदग सर्व कारण कारणम। हरे कृष्ण। By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the King of Knowledge, Raja Vidya. So Krishna is teaching here everything what we need to know about ourselves. That's it. So in this Raja Vidya and the King of Knowledge, Krishna is also teaching us about the duties, what we are supposed to do. So that knowledge also Krishna is teaching very, very clearly. What one should do and one should not do. So depending upon our swabhava, depending upon what our swabhava is, we need to accordingly act. So that's what is very, very important. Swabhava jena kaunteya nibandha karma. So swabhava jena. So swabhava means our own nature. That is our swabhava. So that's what Krishna is teaching us, that if we just we are bound, we are swabhava jena kaunteya nibandha. So that means which is born from our swabhava, so we are bound to act. So that is the main thing. So we need to now break that bondage. So that nibandha, that bondage we need to break. How we are going to break that bondage? That bondage we can break only by tameva saranam gaccha. So by surrendering unto that Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. So only by surrendering unto Krishna, then we will be able to break that bondage to this swabhava, bondage to this material world, material sense objects. So that's why we need to surrender unto Krishna. That's what is very important. So if we do that, so then with devotion, if we do that, so then we will be able to understand Krishna fully. Bhaktyamam abhijanati yavanyas chasmi tattvataga. Then we will be able to, after understanding Krishna fully, we will be able to enter into Krishna's kingdom. Tato mam tattvato jnatva visate tad anantaram. So we will be able to enter into Krishna's kingdom. So that's what visate tad anantaram. So now Krishna is teaching us here in this entire Bhagavad Gita about how to know about him, how to know about ourselves, and how to act, so that ultimately that will become an act of surrendering unto Krishna. So in the last chapter, also in the 18th chapter, towards the end, Krishna is teaching that one only very, very clearly. So we need to do every work, all the work only as an offering unto Krishna. That's it. Whatever we do, so machittaga, so always think of Krishna. So that's what Krishna is repeatedly teaching in Bhagavad Gita, that you always think of me, do everything for me. So if we do that, so then if our thoughts are only on Krishna, so then we will be able to actually, by Krishna's mercy, Matprasadat, then by Krishna's mercy, first of all, by his mercy, all our obstacles will be removed. So that's why Matprasada Tarishashi. Then also Krishna is saying that if we do that, sarva karmani api sada kurvano madhyapashayam, then matprasada avapnoti sasvatam padam avyam. So first one thing Krishna is teaching us that if we always think of Krishna, if you do everything in Krishna consciousness, so then by Krishna's mercy, all our impediments, all our obstacles in this life here, it will be first of all gone. And then matprasada tavapnoti sasvatam padam avyam. Then by Krishna's causeless mercy, we will attain the supreme kingdom. So which is padam avyam, this eternal kingdom, which is indestructible. So that way, first of all, if we get this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, if we surrender unto Krishna, then by Krishna's causeless mercy, all our problems in this life, it will be completely solved. And not only that, and we will also go to Krishna's abode, and then we will actually lead a permanent blissful life without any problems anymore. So that's what is going to happen with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. If we have the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, that's what is going to happen. So that's what is happening. Not only going to happen, that's what is happening for us with this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. We are able to study and understand this Bhagavad Gita. Now we are able to make progress and we are able to understand Krishna. We are able to surrender unto Krishna. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we are going to definitely go to Goloka. There is no doubt about it. Krishna is teaching us that Krishna is actually seated in everyone's heart. Isvara, there is Krishna is Isvara Sarvabhutanam Hridadesh Arjuna Tistadi. Then Brahmayan Sarvabhutani Yantrarudani Maya. So then it's making us, Krishna is seated in everyone's heart, and then by the Maya, by his external energy, by the three modes of material nature, so we are actually changing bodies after bodies, and we are actually being acted upon by like a machine, like yantra. So we are yantra. So we means our body is yantra. So as our body is actually doing all kinds of like if we see machines, there are moving parts, moving components in a machine. They will move, and by moving, actually, what is happening? They are converting the energy. They are doing activities and all such things. So that's what is happening with us also. We are eating, and even to eat, we need energy to take the food and chew the food and digest the food. For all those things, we need energy. And with that energy, ultimately, when the food is digested, then we get more energy from the food. First of all, we need energy to take the food with our hand and put it in our mouth and then chew it and then swallow it and then digest it and then excrete it. Everything we need energy, but we are also gaining energy from the food so that we are able to use our hands and legs and everything to perform the activities. So that's what known as karma. So that we are using our karmendriyas. So we are using our karmendriyas to perform actions, activities. But the important point, what we understand from Bhagavad Gita, that when we perform those activities, so in reality, we are not performing those activities. They are actually performed by the three modes of material nature. But when we think that we are doing those activities, so in reality, that is not true. But if we think that we are the doer, so that means when we develop attachment to the results of those activities which are carried out by Maya using our hands and legs, so then that's where the problem starts in our life. Once we think like that, so then once we think that we are doing it, and once we think that we own the results. As soon as we think that we own the results, those results belong to us because I am doing it, I am the doer, and I own the results. You are doing it. So something like that, if we think that we are the doer and we own the results, there only we are making a biggest mistake, actually. Krishna is teaching us very clearly that we have a right to perform our duty, but we don't have the right to the results. That's what Karmanyeva adhikaraste ma paleshu kadacham. So we don't have the right to the results. And similarly, we are not even the cause for the results. Ma karma palehetu. So we are not even the cause for the results. We don't have right to the results. Only we have a right to perform our prescribed duties. So, but we should not be like stopping the duty. So, mate sangos akarmani. Don't be attached to not doing your duty. That's what Krishna is teaching us. So we should be doing our duty. We should do our duty very well, very nicely. But we should offer everything unto Krishna without having any attachment to the results. That is going to happen only when we love Krishna. That every time, every day, we are emphasizing this point very much, because when we are performing the activities, when we understand, realize that we don't own those results, but we own Krishna, we love Krishna. So when we love Krishna, when we do everything for Krishna, when we use everything in Krishna's service, all the results in Krishna's service, so that's where actually we will be able to free ourselves from the bondage to this material world. Then once we surrender to Krishna, once we realize, once we think that we are doing it for Krishna and we are not attached to the results of the activities, so then we are in the right, whatever we are doing it in the right way, right sense. So that's how all the activities we should be doing it. We should be doing it without expecting any results, knowing very well that we don't own the results. So that knowledge Krishna is teaching us very clearly. So that's what is known as Buddhi Yoga. So that's what means we are actually using intelligence to act. So what is intelligence? Intelligence means not getting attached to the results of activities. That's what is intelligence. So that's why Buddhya Yukta Yaya Partha Karma Bandham Prakasyasi. So when we act with intelligence, we will be freed from the karma bandha. So then if karmajam buddhi yukta palam tyaktva manishinaga janma bandha vinirmukta padam gachanti anamayam. So if we perform all our activities without attachment to the results, by giving up the attachment to the results, then we will be freed from the janma bandha. So the bondage to birth, janma bandha vinirmukta padam gachanti anamayam. We will reach the destination where there are no miseries. That is Krishna's abode. So that's what we are supposed to do. We should do everything for Krishna without any attachment to the results. So that means acting with intelligence. So that means we have intelligence. Anyone who has intelligence, so they will not have attachment to the results. That's what is meaning the intelligence. If we are having attachment to the results, if we are after the results, so that means we are not intelligent at all. We need to know that. It's very easy to find out if someone is intelligent or not. If someone is intelligent, so that means he is attached to Krishna, not to the results of the activities. If someone is not intelligent, he is not attached to Krishna, but he is attached to the results of the activities. So that's why Krishna is teaching us that Sakta Karmani Avidvamso Yatha Kurvanti Bharata Kuryat Vidvams Tata Asaktaga Chikishu Loka Sangram. So since we already know, we already have this knowledge that we should be attached only to Krishna, we should not be attached to the results of activities. So that's why Krishna is teaching us that. So Kuryat Vidvams. So by knowing this Kuryat Vidvams Tata Asaktaga. So we should perform all our activities without any attachment. So that means only for the benefit of this world. So that means we should do everything which is dharma. So which is actually right things to do. So everything should be dharma only. Whatever we do, it should be based on Bhagavad Gita, and it should help others. It should be beneficial to others. It should not be destroying others. Whereas only the demons will work. Demons will do all kinds of ugra karma to destroy the world. So prabhavanti ugra karma naga kshayaya jagato akitaka. So that's what the demoniac persons will do. But the devotees of Krishna, they will do all the activities for the benefit of everyone. So there is a difference between divine and demoniac persons. The demoniac persons, they are attached to the results. They are very much after the results, and their interest is only to enjoy. So kamopaboga parama etavatiti nishchitagam. So they will be only deriving money by illegal means. Anyayena artha sanchaya. So, and they will do all kinds of horrible work meant to destroy this world. Prabhavanti ugra karmana chayaya jagato kitagam. Whereas the devotee of Krishna, because we have attachment only to Krishna, so we don't have any attachment to the results of the activities. So that means we should work only for the Chikishugu Loka Sangraham. So that is only for the benefit of this world. So that's what we should do. So with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, being a devotee of Krishna, so when we do all our activities with our hands and legs, all the karma that is using our karmendriyas, so everything should be done only for the benefit of everyone else, because we ourselves are not selfish, not attached to anything, because we are attached only to Krishna. And as I always say, and as I say every day, we are very well taken care by Krishna. All our needs are very much satisfied by Krishna's mercy, Krishna's causeless mercy. So that way we have to use everything, whatever knowledge we have, whatever skills we have, anything we have, everything should be done only for the benefit of others, not for ourselves. Ourselves, we are already taken care very nicely by Krishna. So if we live like that, then we will be able to go to Goloka. So then Goloka is waiting for us. We won't come back here again to this material. We don't have to come back to this material. We don't even have to pray to Krishna that you please bring me here again and make me to serve you like that and all. That itself is not a, people sometimes devotees say that we should not be even asking for Goloka, desiring to Goloka. That's not the right thing. If at all anything we want to ask Krishna, we should ask Krishna that I want to be with you all the time. So when we can do that? Only in Goloka, not here in this material world. Here Krishna is there with us all the time, but we don't have that knowledge because here Maya is very strong and very powerful. Mama Maya, Duratteya, and we want to be with Krishna all the time in Goloka, 24/7, enjoy with Krishna, the Supreme Personality of God, Sri Krishna. So that's what we want to do. So that way, there is nothing wrong in asking Krishna that Krishna, please take me to Goloka, because Krishna himself wants to do that. Krishna himself is waiting to do that. So once we tell Krishna that I'm done with this well, I don't need anything in this well, I don't want anything in this well, I want only you, Krishna. So then Krishna will happily take us to Goloka. We don't have to come back to this material well at all. We don't have to struggle in this material world at all. So that's what is going to happen with us with this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. We are going to pray to Krishna, we are going to serve Krishna, and all the time we will act and do everything only in Krishna consciousness. So that way we are slowly and steadily progressing ourselves towards Goloka, and that way by Krishna's causeless mercy we will be able to use everything what we have in Krishna's service, and that way we will be able to lead a very happy and blissful life in this world. So that way we will be freed from all miseries of this material existence. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished 31 slokas in the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So what we studied here in the sloka number 30, Dehi nityam avadyoyam dehe sarvasya bharata tasmat sarvani bhutani natvam shochitum argasi. So this Dehi is nityam. The soul is eternal and it cannot be destroyed. It is indestructible. It cannot be killed. Avadyoyam. And it is there inside this entire body. Dege sarvasya bharata. Therefore, you don't have to grieve for anyone. So tasmat sarvani bhutani natvam sochitam argasi. You don't have to worry about anyone. You don't have to lament. There is no need for lamentation. So, O descendant of Bharata, he who dwells in the body can never be slain. Therefore, you need not grieve for any living being. That's what Krishna is teaching. So then in the next sloka, what we studied yesterday in this sloka number 31, Swadharmamapi chavekshya navikampitum argasi dharmyadi yuddha shreyonyat Kshatriyasya na vidyate. Swadharmam api chaveksha. So when considering performing our own swadharmam api chaveksha, depending upon what swabhava is influencing us, so we have our own swadharma. So navikampitum argasi. Swadharmam api chaveksha navikampitum argasi. So one need not hesitate. Navikampitum argasi. One need not hesitate to perform one's own prescribed duties. Therefore, for a Kshatriya, Dharmyadi Yuddha Shreyonyad Kshatriyasya na vidyate. For a Kshatriya, fighting for protecting the righteousness. So, other than that, there is no other duty. So, other than that, there is nothing else for a Kshatriya to do. So, you just have to fight here. That's what Krishna is telling Arjuna, asking Arjuna. Considering your specific duty as a Kshatriya, you should know that there is no better engagement for you than fighting on religious principles. And so there is no need for hesitation. Then in the next sloka, Krishna is teaching. Today what we are studying, Krishna is continuing. Yadirchaya chopapannam swargadwaram apavrutham Sukhinaga kshatriyaga partha labante yuddhamidrisham. So, yadirchaya means without even expecting. Adricha. Dricha means you are expecting. Dricha. Adricha. Adrichi. So, there is a word called adrichi. That's what in Tamil it is used. I believe that similar word is there in other languages. So, adrichi means you are surprised or you are shocked. So, adrichi means you are not expecting. So, here, without your expectation, so you got a great opportunity. It has come to you. The gates of the heaven are widely open for you. Swargadwaram apavritam. So, Kshatriyaga, Sukinaga Kshatriyaga path. The Kshatriyas should be happy when they get this opportunity. Labante yuddham idrisam. When they get this opportunity to fight for protecting the righteousness, the Kshatriyas should be happy because for you, there is an opportunity that has come like the gates of the heaven are widely open. So that's what Krishna is teaching. What Arjuna told Krishna in the first chapter? He said that Narake niyatam vaso bhavati iti anushushma. That's what he said. Utsanna kula dharmanam manushyanam janardana narake niyatam vaso bhavati iti anushushma. That's what he said. He told that I have heard that those who cause, who destroy the family tradition, they always dwell in hell. That's all. But here Krishna is telling the opposite. Krishna is teaching Arjuna. Krishna is saying that the gates of the heaven are only open when you fight here. So who is right here? Is Krishna or Arjuna? Of course, Krishna only always right. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. So that way we should be very careful. We should actually study and understand Bhagavad Gita very well. And then we should actually accept and do what Krishna is asking us to do. That's what is very important. We cannot make our own conclusions, and wrong decisions we should not make. So that's what Arjuna was trying to do, but Krishna is correcting. So Krishna is telling Arjuna that now the gates of the heaven are only open for you. So, O Partha, happy are the Kshatriyas to whom such fighting opportunities come unsought, opening for them the doors of the heavenly planets. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished the 32 slokas in the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Now let us chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. Hare Krishna. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swaminiti Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnanajana Salakaya Chakshurmilitamena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram. Hare Krishna. If there's any questions, you can first use the raise hand option. Otherwise, I can unmute one by one. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Vishnuvardhana Rao Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Guruji, thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Suresh Tabi Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Sunil Shivas Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Shashi Kopat Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Very nice class, Guruji, today also.
Yes, Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Guruji, you said something about the intelligence. It was very clear to me that time, but I am again not able to.
Intelligence means giving up attachment to the results. So that's what intelligence. If we are attached to the results, we are not intelligent.
Yeah. It is not clear. Yeah. Yes, I was not remembering it. Like you said something like it was very clear, means very good definition of the intelligence.
Yeah.
So that to remember very clearly, if you are
Yes.
not attached to the results, yes, then like it intelligence.
If somebody is intelligent means he should not be attached to the results. Not a person who can solve some math problems or something like that. Intelligent. That's not intelligence.
Guruji, but you said that somewhere, like suppose if you are helping others, when we are helping others, but in what suppose if that fellow is also like if it attached to the results, then it is not a helping to him, no, Guruji?
That's why Krishna is teaching in the 17th chapter that yajna, dana, tapa, karma also falls in those three modes of nature. So it has to be that help to be the right person at the right time. So that charity, that dhanam, it should be to the right person at the right time. All such things. So wrong person, wrong time. They say kalecha patrecha. So that's what place, desa, kala is the time, place, time, and the person, patrecha. So that's how we need to do that. So then only it is the right thing to do. Otherwise, it is not correct. You are right.
Yeah. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Mithun Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji, how are you?
Hare Krishna's mercy and fine Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji, for a wonderful class today. So, Guruji, I was. Can you tell me the chapter 3 sloka 22? Chapter 3 22nd sloka.
Sloka number 22. So Krishna is saying that there is no work for me,
Yes.
correct?
Yes, Guruji. But he still had to do his karma.
Yes. So Krishna is saying that there is no work for me in all these three wells, and nor I have to obtain anything by name patasti kartavyam trishu lokeshu kinchana nanavaptam avaptavyam vartayevacha karmani. So that's what Krishna is saying, that in all the three wells there is no work there for me to do. Nothing binds me to do any work, nor I have to obtain anything by doing the work. So that's what name patasti kartavyam trishu lokeshu kinchana nanavaptam avaptavyam vartayevacha karmani. So that's what Krishna is saying. I don't have to obtain anything by doing any work. That's what Krishna is teaching. You understand that?
Yes, Guruji. I mean, was it like Lord setting as an example to show that we have to do the work that he had to do?
That's why he's saying that like uchi devi ime lokaha nakuryat karma chedagam sankarasya cha kattasam upahanyam imaka prajagam. So that's why if I don't do my work, then I will be the cause for putting this well into ruination. So that's why Krishna is saying that even though nothing is binding me to do work, but I am doing it for the benefit of this well. Yes.
Okay, Guruji. Okay. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Satyendra Singh Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Pranam.
Pranam Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Again, wonderful class, wonderful listening from you. It is really nice to listen from you. Today, we were eagerly waiting, maybe some problem, but the fruit of listening is there.
Yes.
Really wonderful listening day by day, and dedication to your love for Krishna is really commendable. Despite of all odds, you come to bless us with your Gita Gyan. Really wonderful. Thank you, Guruji, for all this. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Ram. Ram Ram. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna Sunil Srivas Prabhu.
Pranam, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Venkat Nagarjun Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji. Hare Krishna Guru.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you Guruji for today class. Thank you Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Mahendra Shukla Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Dandavad Pranam. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. आपका आशीर्वाद मिले. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Rupesh Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the wonderful class. I don't have any questions today. Just good to hear your voice and hear the class. Today it was a little late, so it
Yes.
must be very late for you.
Yes,
So,
Prabhu. Yeah, I was. I had to. I came late to my home. Yes, that's why I was not. That's why I couldn't start on time. Yes.
okay, no problem. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you for keeping consistent with it.
Yes, Prabhu. Krishna's mercy, we still could do that. Yes. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you very much for the wonderful class.
Thank you,
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Sashireka Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling better, Mataji, today. My cold yesterday. I think that normally it comes one day, only one day it will be there, that allergy cold.
Yeah,
And next day it will be fine. Then after few days or week it will come. It is like that.
Krishna's mercy. Krishna's mercy, isn't it, Guruji?
Krishna's mercy,
That,
yes.
that it's
Everything
only
is
one day. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Guruji, I just wanted to ask one thing, that here when he's talking about Swarga, the doors of Swarga. So why is he referring to Swarga? Because I mean, I'm just thinking, this is not the same thing as his abode, isn't it? But he is, so is he making a distinction, or is he deliberately using the word Swarga here? That is what I wanted to understand.
No, actually, because Arjuna used the word Naraga, correct?
He used the word hell. Yeah.
Yes, he used the word hell. Krishna is using the word Swarga here. Of course, Krishna is actually now in the second chapter only. Now only he is teaching. In future only Krishna is going to teach about his abode, coming, all those things. So
that means that. So sorry, Guruji, go ahead. Yeah.
No. Please tell Mataji. Please.
Yeah, Guruji, that means that at this point of time, he's actually talking about Swarga as Swarga only. He's not talking about his abode, isn't it?
He's not talking about his abode.
Yeah,
he's talking
okay.
about
Because
his Swarga. He's talking in general about Kshatriyas, correct? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Because this, I mean, we have the knowledge, we have been listening to it, that, especially in the way we have been brought up, at least at my family, my place, at least we have that, this Swarga, Narka is all, I mean, that is not something, Punya, Papa, you should not worry about all those things. Those both are avoidable. What we need is only Tiruvadi, that's it, only his feet, only his feet, yes, nothing else. So that is what we've been, that is the only thing we should aim for. We should aim for only moksha, nothing else is what we've been told. So therefore for us, the word Swarga immediately sends, puts the radar up and signal that, oh, why is this that? But now I understand. Yeah. So since he's only talking in this context. Yeah. Thank you so much, Guruji. Very nicely explained. And thank you for, in spite of being so tied up, so busy, in spite of that, you take the trouble of having this class. That is your greatness, Guruji. We are blessed to have a guru like you. Thank you so much. Yeah, we are very blessed. I tell myself 100 times a day that I'm so blessed that we have that Krishna has got us in touch with you, and he has given us, he has shown his mercy so that we can listen to you every day. He has blessed you so that you can pass on this knowledge to us. Thank you so much, Guruji. We are very blessed, and I don't think there is any other choice for us. I'm very clear that I don't want any other thing in life. It's just this bhakti, only Krishna and Krishna's bhakti. That's all, and his seva, only his seva. To do as much seva as possible, because he has taken care of us through thick and thin at every little, every little stage, every little point. I find that he is there. Yeah. Thank you so much, Guruji. Very indebted.
Not only that, I'm late, but still devotees are joining, correct? That's the main thing, even if I'm late.
Guruji. Yes, Guruji, yes. And also, so many people regularly, interestedly listen to you and ask you and make notes and ask you questions. And, so we benefit not from just your knowledge, we benefit from those question answers. Such a beautiful interactive session it is.
Yes.
We are very blessed, Guruji. For me, it is like being in Goloka, Guruji. It is like that.
Yes, of course. At this time, we are only in constant communication.
Like they say, Srirangam is Bhuloka Vaikuntham. So this class is Bhuloka Vaikuntham, Guruji, for us.
Yes.
It's becoming like that. Yeah. Thank you so much, Guruji. Very indebted to you. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna. Shashi Kopat Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, thank you, Guruji, for the wonderful class and the deep understanding that you are gaining about whatever Krishna is teaching us. And thank you for helping us to stay in Krishna consciousness every single day, despite the situations you are in, and you're taking trouble in helping us move forward, Guruji. Thank you so much for all your efforts. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Palaniyappan Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yes, today's class also is really very interesting. Specifically, I will say Buddhi Yoga.
Yes.
That is the intelligent action taken by proper devotees. Actually, devotees only can do that type of intelligent actions so that they will not attach to the results. So that way, Buddhi Yoga is the one which really everybody, as far as possible, to be tried. So that is a very interesting thing which we learned today. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Chandrakanta Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Today's class, intelligence. What I was contemplating on that only, Guruji, whatever you taught us today. This intelligence means, I know this is not a worldly intelligence, you made it very clear, but that means we are intelligent means we don't have any ego. Then only when we are attached to the result, when I want to do something, I achieve something like that. Is that that we should not have any ego? That is intelligence, Guruji? No.
No. That is ahankara.
Ahankara. Yeah, without ahankara. If we live without ahankara, that is
That's correct. That's what then that means we have intelligence only. See, intelligence means in the second chapter we already studied. Krishna is teaching very clearly that when we are dhyayato visayan pumsaka sangaste supajayate. When we think about the sense objects, then we are developing attachment for them. That attachment, sangha. Then sangha sanjayate kama, kamat krodho abhijayate, krodhat bhavati sammoga, sammogat smriti vibhramaga, smriti bhramshat buddhinaso. So all those things, when there is a sangha, when there is attachment, so then we are going to lose intelligence. There is no intelligence. That's what buddhinasa. So while contemplating the objects of the senses, a person develops attachment on them. From such attachment, lust develops. From lust, anger arises. From anger, delusion arises. From delusion, memory is bewildered. When memory is bewildered, intelligence is lost. So that's why if we are not attached, that means we have intelligence. If we are attached to the results of the activities, that means we don't have intelligence. You understand that?
Yeah, that I understood. It's nothing. In this context, Krishna is not telling about our ahankara. How the process of it is lost.
Ahankara means thinking that I am the doer. That is what is ahankara. When the modes of nature are doing everything, thinking that I am the doer, that is called ahankara.
Okay, Guruji. Now it's very clear, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Because Krishna is telling how the intelligence is deteriorating. The processes is explaining here.
When we are not connected with Krishna, intelligence is lost. Nasti buddhi ayuktasya. So that's what nasti buddhi ayuktasya. When we are not connected with Krishna, intelligence is lost.
Yes, Guruji. Yes, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. I understood, Guruji. Thank you very much. Thank you, Guruji, for your class. And the way you are attached to Krishna and telling he's doing his seva, it's a role model for us, Guruji. Actually, we should also become like you, at least consistently serving Krishna. That is becoming a role model. I seek your blessings and Krishna's mercy to become like you.
Yes.
Commitment to Krishna, attached to Krishna, that we are seeing in your actions, Guruji. That's very important for me. It's very nice, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna to everyone. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Brindaji Singh Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank
Hare
you for the class. Yeah, I know it's very late for you, but you still make it. It's amazing.
Krishna's
So, Guruji, Krishna asked Arjuna to fight on religious principles. So, according to Krishna, what does he mean by the religious principles
Dharma.
for
Dharma
Arjuna?
means righteousness, so that the righteousness prevails. So that's what it's religious means, it's righteousness. What is Dharma? This Bhagavad Gita is the Dharma. Etu Dharma Amritam. So Krishna is saying that this is the Dharma. So this to protect the righteousness means to everyone should follow, correct? If everybody, otherwise this world will become very hellish, correct? It's already hellish only, it's a dukkhalayam only, but still Krishna is saying that yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuttanam adharmasya tadatmanam srajamyam. So that's what is the dharmasya. So that is what is dharma. It's not when we say religious principles, that's what yesterday we discussed that at length about this. So it's not like immediately we should think about different religions and something like that. So it's following the principles of Bhagavad Gita. That's what is Dharma. This Bhagavad Gita is the Dharma. Ashraddhadana dharmasyasya asraddhadana purushaga dharmasyasya parantapa aprapya mam nivatante mrityu samsara vartmani. If anyone who has no faith on this Dharma, then they can't come to me. So they will come back to this material world. So we need to have this Dharma. So Krishna's mercy, this Bhagavad Gita Dharma is there for us to progress. We are very fortunate. We are very fortunate that we have this with us, this knowledge, this opportunity to get this knowledge. Otherwise, imagine if we didn't get this opportunity at all, and if there are so many restrictions by other things, and if we don't get an opportunity to study Bhagavad Gita, then imagine our life. We cannot even remember Krishna, think about Krishna. So it's a very great time for us because Krishna's mercy, we have got the opportunity. Yes. So
Yes,
that's why
Guruji.
Dharmasya means Arjuna, Krishna is asking Arjuna to protect the righteousness so that everyone, all the devotees will get the opportunity to practice Krishna consciousness. That's what is very important.
And also at that point of time for Arjuna, righteousness was protecting the kingdom of,
That's correct.
yes. So at that point of time, I think it was more to protect the kingdom than to, of course, Krishna consciousness was definitely the scenario. But over there, he's explaining to him the righteousness of protecting his kingdom, not out of greed, but to fight for the righteousness.
That is correct.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you very much for explaining at length. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Ram Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Sorry, Guruji. Again, I missed the session, Guruji, because again my foolishness. I am trying to escape, Guruji, like school kid, right? I saw your message popped up due to some personal reason. I did not read the full message. I was offering prasad, so I thought the class would be cancelled. So then I did prasadam, Guruji, today. One thing good, I offered the pulichiki rai and rice to Lord Krishna, Guruji. Then you see, it's again a beauty of Lord Krishna, Guruji. There is such a classic evidence. Though I thought there is no class, and I watched a movie called Vairagyan. That's a very old movie, Guruji. The reason I sit down is my Guruji, my father's Guru, he scolded me, Guruji, when I was lamenting for my father's demise. About 1.5 years later, he couldn't bear it and he said, "You should have a Vairagya. I've been coaching you for 1.5 years. Must board a flight and go to Singapore. Your wife and kid is there." So that was a magical word, Guruji, Vairagya. So then I told my wife, I got a scolding. He used this word. Let me watch that. Then I decided, Guruji, I came. Then you the question was exactly, it is for me, Guruji, what is intelligence? You attaching to the result, right, Guruji? That was I needed. So being a stupid, after listening to your class, I'm still attached to results, Guruji, because I was focusing for my Q2 financial results and all. I was very much attached to it, Guruji. That's why. Then that is also today you just hit. That's kind of a hit on the nail, Guruji. You slapped me on my face saying that an intelligent person should never get attached to Krishna. Again, Brinda Jaisi Mataji asked a fantastic apt question, saying that sorry, Chandrakanta Mataji, you mentioned anyone who doesn't know. I think you mentioned, Guruji, anyone who doesn't connect with Krishna is not an intelligent person. Correct, Guruji. That was also very, very apt, Guruji. Whatever you see, Guruji. Now we used to play test matches. Now it is T20. So it's all apt, Guruji. I don't even have to read the entire Bhagavad Gita. The beauty of attending your class is one word that transforms me, Guruji. It's all one word. I missed the class. I exactly joined the second round of chanting, Guruji. It's all Krishna's play. Krishna knows I'm a stupid. I am under the influence of Maya. My wife is a Maya, so we had a morning sessions where I was talking to her and all. I was with her. I was under influence of Maya. I almost skipped your class, but Krishna knows. Okay, enough is enough. Go and listen. Guruji is going to give you a very short, like notes. Guruji, a dull student like me, I get only notes. I don't read the full prose, Guruji. So you are treating me in that way. I am a dullest and dumb in this class. You only give me the short notes, Guruji, which is awakening. I'm very blessed, Guruji. And as a concluding note, I have to say, Shashireka Mataji, what she said, we are in Goloka, which is very true, Guruji, because we are in a cyber world, right, Guruji? You are in US, it's middle of the night for you, you are about to sleep. We are all over here. No one would have imagined this, Guruji, during our engineering college days. If someone said, oh, this is going to happen, and people, so this Guruji will teach you Bhagavad Gita sitting in Texas, you will be listening from Singapore, and a fantastic group like the Bangalore group will say, no one would have imagined all these things, Guruji, but this is happening. This is a very clear evidence. We are neither in Swarga nor in Narga. We are in a cyber world under the Ranganatha's feet, Guruji. So all happening, all true. This is really a Goloka, Guruji. Very much indebted to you, Guruji. I am happy to be a dust at your feet. Hare Krishna to you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Kadiravan Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Guruji, thank you for the class, Guruji. Yesterday we went to ISKCON temple, Guruji, and take Aarati and take Prasadam. We are all happy, Guruji. Krishna's mercy. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you for the class. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Manoranjan Sagu Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Very important discussions. The Buddhi Yoga, Buddhi, the intelligence. As your mind is flickering, so Buddhi can do everything. So Buddhi Yoga. So chapter 2 and 39 sloka and also 54 is related, even Vibhuti Yoga also, and also related to yoga. That is 13, sloka number 13, I think. So this is a Buddhi, is as you told, Pradhat, that Buddhi Nasyati, that sloka totally is very interesting, that Buddhi is important. If you are controlled by Buddhi, we can't do wrong. So the very important discussions today, that is very important for us. We get enlightened because of, if you have right kind of intelligence, we don't make wrong. So this is a great. We should not rather neglect this. So because of Gita Jnana, this intelligence, unless you have, we cannot attend the class. We are fortunate. We have to make use of the intelligence, right kind of intelligence. So because of your grace, and we are enjoying this class, we are enlightened, from the Bisada to Prasada, where without, when you come to this class, our Bisada, the suffering or this kind of miserable life is eliminated by attending Gita class. The Parama Tattva, Parama Jnanam, Guhya Jnanam, Raja Vidya, as you mentioned, this is a kind of knowledge. We are lucky, whatever knowledge you get from other things, this is temporary, but this knowledge is permanent. When you realize the distinction, so we can enjoy this significance of this important class. So the rest of the world is secondary. So Prabhupada has rendered a great service, invaluable service to us. At this stage, I am very surprised. I am getting more emotional. The Prabhupada, what he has not done at the age of 70, 80, he went to US and did such a spirit miracle work, that stupendous job, very Herculean task. And because of his devotion, surrender to Lord Krishna, he could able to win the heart of crores of people by his, that really we are very lucky. What would be the situation had not been Prabhupada with us? So I think of that, we should make use of what he has done. So that ISKCON's, all the publication books, all the devotees should make use of this golden opportunity. I have seen the devotees of and ISKCON, how they are very sincere and sacrifice their life for the spread of message of Gita, and indebted to Guruji Sri Prabhupada. So it is not an easy task. By saying this is not enough, I have seen how they are devoted. I cannot control when I see any devotee from ISKCON. I feel that the Lord Krishna is with them. So they are the living presence of Krishna. I feel I am very emotional when I see any devotees of ISKCON. I have seen in Puri, Bhubaneswar, any train also, they are much more dedicated. Without anybody hurts them, ignorant, doesn't know the importance of Gita, they don't mind. They go on pursuing the people to inject the spread the message of Gita, and really they are doing a great job. I am very much indebted, Guruji, to you, and you enlighten us by which we are enjoying this class, and you are transforming our right being and perfect being. You ennoble us, you elevate us, sublimate us to this highest form of knowledge, the Goloka, the Harila Dham. So thank you, Guruji. Wonderful session. Pranam, Guruji. Satata Naman Naman.
No problem. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Let's listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtan, and again we'll continue for Bhagavad Gita tomorrow.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.